Lots to talk about in weather today. Clearly, that system had a major impact on our temperatures, the wind and the waves. But pretty much as we anticipated, that's where it stopped. We haven't seen much in the way of rainfall, but wow, the Pismo Beach 805 webcam showing us the wind out at the coastline today, and advisories are in place. Santa Barbara right now, you can see a little bit of shower activity up here along the ridge line, but what ends up happening is you get the sun interacting with the slopes up here close to where the cold air is. That's where you typically see a lot of activity with these cold, unstable systems is at higher elevations. I'll show you the radar coming up. Now, not as much relief from the hills in San Luis Obispo County, and what we're seeing here is just cumulus cloud cover. And once we start losing the sun angle and the daytime heating, which will happen over the next hour or so, we're really going to see this activity die down significantly. Avila Beach, 57 degrees, 21 mile per hour winds. Now, if you look at where the activity is, it's hugging all of the mountain areas around the Tehachapis, southern Sierra here, and the San Gabriels in Southern California. So again, it's an instability, cold air aloft kind of system. It requires a little oomph. And here's the thing. There's no deep moisture to work with here. And it's one of the reasons we didn't see much in the way of rainfall. It was weeks of offshore flow, so the atmosphere is fairly dry. And it's going to be a cold night tonight, by the way, as well. Mid-50s for most of the central coast. The deep interior is cold. Cuyama is just 38. 62 in Santa Barbara. Look how much cooler the interior is than this time yesterday, 10 to 20 degrees cooler. Well, what happened? Yesterday, the onshore flow brought cooler air into the coastline first and couldn't drive it all the way inland, not immediately. Then the trough swung through, really deepened up the influence, and the cold air got to the interior. That and the transport, 15 to 30 mile per hour northwest winds sustained with higher gusts. So advisory through 9 o'clock for the west-facing Central Coast for gusts up to 35. In Santa Barbara County, those gusts could be 45 miles per hour. Low snow levels down to about 4,000 feet, could drop to the 3,000-foot level. This is an issue for the Grapevine, plus winds that could be up to 50 miles per hour. The modeling is showing our area of low pressure spinning away off to our east, and that has always been the problem. The track is what we call inside. Didn't have an over-the-water trajectory. Couldn't pick up moisture. Offshore winds start setting up as early as Wednesday. Bit of a transition day to Thursday and Friday, warmer conditions. The weekend might cool a little bit. And then early next week, we have another system like this one. Probably a wind maker, probably a wave maker, but not necessarily a rain maker. There you can see through Thursday, things do start to improve. At least the skies clear out. Yeah, it'll be fairly cold statewide tonight, 30s and 40s. Some recovery tomorrow, but we're going to be working our way back up to temperatures above average. Wave heights are 8 to 10 feet, not surprisingly, with the system producing this much wind. There's more energy that works through on Wednesday, so this advisory could get extended. And then again, next week, another system that's really mostly a wind system will put more energy into the water. So waves will be up for a while for the really, really good surfers. If you're novice, be careful, because we're talking about 10 to 12-foot breakers here and dangerous rip, so this is going to be an issue. Here you can see the problem with the system. It was an inside tracker, and after this, high pressure builds in and basically maintains shape in the deep extended forecast until we get into next Monday. That system looks to have a slightly better trajectory, maybe a slightly better chance of picking up a few hundredths of an inch here and there, but significant rain looks to be some time off still. So low 60s for Lompoc and Santa Maria, mid 60s for SLO and Santa Barbara and probably Paso Robles. Note that the overnight lows are on the cooler side in the interior, some freezing conditions. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few scattered 20s, especially out in the deeper interior. Places like Shannon, California Valley might be there. But at the coastline, we're looking at 40s overnight and back up to the 60s tomorrow. Still a little on the breezy side tomorrow as winds start making their turn offshore. There's the extended forecast. Friday and Saturday back up into the 70s. Friday could even be mid-70s. Now, Monday didn't go with the rain icon yet. There's some questions as to the trajectory of that system. If it's inside like this last one is, like this one, it might be a little disappointing on rainfall. But again, even if it hits, it wouldn't be much. Nina, Richard, back to you.